Hey YouTube, today I'm going to be talking about relationship and situationships. So basically I'm going to go ahead and give you guys advice about different relationships and different situationships. But I want you guys to go subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and comment down below, and go ahead and follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Link will be in the description and it will be up here somewhere. Your instincts. You should definitely always trust yourself. So if you feel as if something isn't correct or something isn't right, 9 times out of 10, that something isn't right and that something isn't working. So for instance, if you're in a situationship or a relationship that you feeling like that person isn't telling the truth or isn't being honest, then that's the time for you to trust your instinct. I'm not saying go accusing that person of something, but when that something does come around that it was true, you will already be able to cope within yourself. Never let someone make you feel crazy about something that you're thinking. No matter who comes in your life, you should always trust yourself. And number 2 is know your worth. In all honesty, you came in this world by yourself. No matter if you're a twin, no matter if you're, whatever the case may be, you still came out of your mother by yourself. So at the end of the day, your worth is all that matters. I'm not saying, just be bougie, too overly confident, but it's nothing wrong with being bougie or overly confident about yourself, because you should always love yourself and know your worth. So knowing your worth in relationships are the most important thing that you should value, because at the end of the day, when that person isn't here, you're always going to have yourself. Always understand that there are more fish in the sea. There are always bad fish and there are always good fish. But out of all those fish in the sea, you're going to find that one good fish that's going to treat you how you're supposed to be treated. You don't have to settle for anything. Just to let y'all know. Take it slow, y'all. Take it slow. You don't have to rush into anything. You don't have to have nobody make you rush into anything. If you're feeling like you're being rushed into something, or even if you're doing the rushing, ask yourself, take time and evaluate yourself and ask yourself, why am I rushing into this thing? Why am I really wanting to be with this person? Is it because I want to be with them, or is it because, wow, I ain't been, in a relationship in so long, I really want to? No, you should want to be with that person genuinely. And slow is not a bad thing. I'm not saying 5 years, you guys, start talking, then 5 years later, you're just now. No, I'm not saying now. I'm saying take it slow. Either that would be in situationships or relationships. Take it slow. I have never seen a relationship not work out when that person or those two people have took it slow and evaluated themselves, got themselves together first, and then committed to one another. Life will be here. If that person leave you because they don't want to take it slow, then that person wasn't for you. You shouldn't have to move fast for nobody just because you think that they're going to up and leave and go with somebody else. That's their problem. If you know in your heart how good of a person you are and how great of a woman or man that you are, then you should not care if a person up and leave. If a person starts to talk to Susie and Ann or Ashley, you shouldn't care. Learn everything about that person. How am I going to know the person that I'm talking to or that I'm trying to build something with if I don't know anything about what happened to them? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying go ahead and tell me every aspect of your ex-girlfriend's, ex-boyfriend's lives, but I'm saying let me know, bring me in, tune into what you've been through. Because at the end of the day, a person who loves you are going to tell you anyway. They're going to respect you enough to let you know this is what I've been through. This is why I act this way. That's the person you want to be with, or that's the person you in a situationship with, then you should know whatever you think you should know about that person. My 5th one is know what a toxic relationship is. Whether it's situationship or relationship, whatever you guys got going on, learn what a toxic relationship is. Toxic to me is if you're in a relationship or a situationship and that person is doing one thing and now you're you're basically doing the same thing that they're doing. But there are too many people in this world for you guys to be in a toxic relationship. You need to go your separate ways. You need to go your separate ways. It's a person for you. It's a person for you. Y'all just not good for each other. And that's just how I feel about it. Don't let it change you, your perspective on relationships. You don't let it do any of that. Ask what they have in mind. What do they actually want from you? What do you actually want from them? Understanding where you guys are going to be moving or where you guys not going to be moving. If you guys are just kicking it and you feeling like you should ask that one question, you need to ask it. I don't care if John or Josh or Steven don't like that question or think some. If he don't like that question, then girl, you just got your answer. Y'all ain't nothing. He using you for boom, boom, bang, bang. You know what I'm saying? What a person says is the only thing you can take. If a person tells you, I'm not really expecting to get anything out of this relationship, I thought we were just talking, then that's all you're gonna get. We're not really vibing like you thought we were, basically. If a person is being genuine with you and you know that person is being genuine with you, then that's what that person means. Mentally damaged and heartbroken and you don't even know why. Know the difference between love and lust. When you love somebody, you respect them enough to not want to hurt them. You respect them enough not to understand that, hey, they have their priorities, I have mine, and I understand and that we are going to bump heads a little bit, but I am not going to do anything to ruin what we have going on. That's what love is. Because it's that one person that you have committed yourself to. Or even if you haven't yet and y'all saying, I love you or I love you, loving someone unconditionally. Lust is a different thing. Lust would be someone who's telling you one thing and then telling the next girl that one thing, but expecting you guys to both think that you're all in love. But hey, I still love you though. Like, no. That's not love. That's someone wanting you to stay because they don't want you to leave. That is lust. Ask yourself, why am I with that person? Don't know. Wow, I really don't know why I'm with Joshua. Then Ashley, you shouldn't be with Joshua. So ask yourself, like, why am I with that person? Is it because I actually love that person, or I actually care for that person, I actually want to build something with that person? Or is it because, wow, like I said before, I haven't been in a relationship in a while. I would love to try out a new relationship and see if this works out. You should never just be seeing if this works out with anyone that you're trying to build something with. Never just be with someone just because. Explain to each other exactly what it is and what it ain't. If you guys are in a committed situationship where you guys understand that he's talking to a person, she's talking to a person. So if that's what situation you guys are in, then no one should be getting upset about, because you already made a commitment that you guys were talking to different people. If you guys are in a committed relationship, then let each other know that I'm either trying to be with you and only you, or I'm trying to be with you and Ashley, Susie, Amber, Daquisha. I'm trying to be with all them too. Plus you. You're just a plus. You're a plus. Are we in a relationship, Josh? Or are we in a situationship, Amber? Good question, Susie. No, seriously. Because a person can sit here and tell their friend, well, man, me and that girl, we just in a situationship right now. We just chilling. But it seems like, well, we have to be in a relationship. Because when you ask them, are we in a relationship or a situationship? And they say, well, I don't really know. What are we? And ask you the question back. Then they really don't know, because they were telling people, or they thought in their head that you guys were just in a situationship, but they just don't want to tell you that. So read between the lines is my next point. Every page of the book, you read every single line of it to understand the facts. You have to read every line of someone. You the side girl, or am I the main? You don't ever want to be neither one. But do not confuse yourself when you know the truth. So, example. Well, I seen him over there hugging Brittany, but That's probably his friend. Don't be that girl. Or either this. Well, somebody told me that she was over Donald's house, but maybe that's her play brother. No, don't be that guy. Play first, second, or last to anyone. You don't want to be first to no one. You want to be the only. Period. You win first place. Aren't there others that come behind you? Okay, I thought so. So, you're first place, but Amber and Ashley is second and third. So he has an option to pick from first, second, or last place. Do not be over here buying Trues, Prada, Gucci, taking on shopping sprees, boys and girls, buying them necklaces, promise rings, all of that things. That's so great. But at the end of the day, they don't feel the same way that you're feeling. Don't give your all to someone that's not giving their all to you. Communication is big. You don't have to talk every day. We're all grown, hopefully. If you're not, then still, girl or boy, you don't have to talk to that person every day. Communicating with the person about what you're expecting, what you're not expecting, because you get an understanding about how that person is and how that person isn't. Get comfortable enough to talk to that person that you're with. If you can't talk to that person that you're with, then you shouldn't be with them. If every time you guys talk it's a problem, you shouldn't be with them. If every time you try to start a conversation, that person's like, oh my God, girl, shut up, you guys shouldn't be together. You shouldn't be together. You have to be open enough to have that comfortability. Honestly, I can't be with someone that I'm not comfortable with. Be that person friend first, because what they do as friends is what they're going to do when you guys are together. So if when y'all are friends or best friends or whatever the case may be, and that person over here dating Kayla, and he cheating on Kayla with Suzanne, and you peeping all of this, and all of a sudden a year later they break up and y'all are, best friends, and y'all figure out like, oh, well, I really want to be with you, and you think that he not gonna cheat on you like he cheated on Kayla with Suzanne, girl, you're mistaken, because whatever he do or she do while y'all were just friends is what they will do when y'all are not just friends. You know everything about that person. Y'all were friends first, so whatever he did as a friend, you should already knew, boo boo. Like, sugar, you should already know. When y'all get into relationship or situationship, girl, all that friend stuff go out the window, shawty. Y'all know everything about each other, but shawty, I'm finna cheat on you with Sarah. I'm finna cheat on you. So just be friends with that person first and get to know that person and build a bond with that person, because which brings me to my last point. Observe how they treat other people, because how they treat other people is how they gonna treat you. How they treat their family is how they gonna treat you. How they treat their kids is how they gonna treat you. How they treat strangers is how they gonna treat you. So if your boyfriend around here going around just punching on folk, strangers, and whooping and bobbing it, he gonna do the same thing to you. I ain't saying he might, whooping and bobbing, but girl, don't make that man mad. With no sense, like if he talking back to his mama, girl, if you don't sit there and, well, if she cheated on Steven with me, then I can't expect her not to cheat on me with, like, girl, you gotta observe. You gotta understand that whatever that person treat other people is how they gonna treat you, girl. They gonna treat you the same way, because a habit is a habit. If they done did it, if you would have observed, then you would already seen it coming and y'all wouldn't have been together. Okay? I hope you guys enjoyed my relationship advice, our situationship advice, and I really hope that I helped you guys think about things. Thank you.